Hi kids, it's Grumpy. Let's read a book. Hey kids, it's Grumpy again. Let's read another book. We're going to continue in the Disney's 5-minute bedtime stories. They're pretty good stories. All the Disney characters, they got little excerpts from all the different stories we've all read or watched movies of. It's a magical collection of Disney tales. So let's see what the next one's going to be, okay? All right. Let's see here. This is this Cinderella? I think this is Cinderella. I think I skipped a page. There's the end of that story. There it is. Okay, you're right. I did skip a page. Thanks for telling me. Okay, this is Cinderella, and it looks like they're in the forest. I don't know if it's daytime or not. It's hard to tell. There's some birds in a nest, in a tree limb. Okay, this is called An Enchanted Evening. So that's kind of, enchanted is magical, right? So it should be nice. Okay. An Enchanted Evening. Shall we go for a walk before bedtime, dear? Flora asked Briar Rose. All right, Briar Rose agreed quietly. She followed her 3 aunts toward the door. Outside, the sun was setting just as it did every evening. The creatures of the forest were gathering their babies and shooing them back into their dens and burrows for a safe and snug night's sleep, just as they did every evening. Briar Rose gave a sigh as she looked at the familiar scene. Is there anything wrong, dear? Fauna asked worriedly. Merryweather peered at her. You seem unhappy. Briar Rose shook her head and smiled at her 3 aunts. It's nothing really, she said. It's just that I'm nearly 16 years old, and nothing interesting has ever happened to me. Nothing the least bit exciting or magical. So I guess this isn't Cinderella. It's Briar Rose. I'm not familiar with that story. I guess we're going to get that way, though, huh? Okay, but magical things are happening all around you all the time, dear, Fauna said. Briar Rose looked at her doubtfully. What do you mean? Why, just look, child. Fauna waved her arm at the sky above them. There's the way the setting sun changes colors as it sinks into the sky. Yellow, orange, pink, red. What magical colors! Now Fauna pointed to the horizon, and you could just catch the bright colors of the wildflowers before they tuck up their petals for the night. Flora nodded. Don't forget the way the day sounds of bird calls and chattering squirrels giving way into the night sounds of hooting owls and chirping frogs. And what about those? Merryweather put in, pointing at a swirl of golden sparks. I wonder what that is. In the distance, Briar Rose could see a flurry of whirling golden lights dipping and darting against the darkening sky. Oh, my favorite, she exclaimed. Hurrying across the wood, she rushed right into the middle of the bright swirl. Hello, fireflies, she said with a smile. Carefully, she captured a tiny glowing insect in one hand. They really do seem like magic, don't they? The firefly crept to the tip of her finger and then flitted toward the sky, blinking cheerfully on and off. There's another magical thing, Rose dear, Fauna said as they looked up. The first star of the evening. Don't forget to make a wish, Merryweather urged. Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather gazed up at the twinkling star. All 3 of them were thinking the same thought. They knew that Briar Rose would be leaving soon to return to her life at the castle. Closing their eyes, each wished that their dear Briar Rose would always remember her time with them happily. Briar Rose smiled at her 3 aunts, wondering what they were wishing. She had to agree that living with them in the beautiful forest could be quite wonderful. Still, she couldn't help making the same wish as she always had made. I wish, she thought, gazing at the twinkling star. I wish that something exciting would happen to me, something magical and new, and soon. An owl. Oh, that's the end of that story. That was a short story. It looks like Briar Rose was wanting some magical things to happen in her life. What do you think? Looks like she's visiting her aunts from the castle, huh? So, anyway, that was a pretty good story. It was very short, though. We're going to read some more stories here shortly. So until then, be excellent, kids.